What's up, guys? Dantoshi over here, back with another video. And today I just want to like address something. I want to be talking about what Destiny said. You guys know who Destiny is. He's a famous streamer slash YouTuber, and there's something that he said recently, which is really doesn't stick with me well because it's very insensitive and really stupid. I just view it as him being angry about this whole political bullshit that's going on. You know, obviously the Donald Trump fucking shooting that happened, the attempted assassination that happened a few days ago. There was somebody who passed away from the bullet that missed. It was a 57-year-old firefighter. I believe 57 years old, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Um, he ended up getting hit by one of the stray bullets and hit him in the head. He ended up passing away. And he had his wife and he had his kids there with him. It ended up killing him. Now this man, Destiny, the cook he is, because if you guys don't know, he lets other men, his wife, Sneeko, basically. Um, he was over here, has no empathy. He's over here on some, well, yeah, it's good that he died. I don't give a crap about him, blah, 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 this and that. Only because he's a dumbass liberal. One thing I want to say, though, before this, though, is that there's always going to be dumbasses. There's always going to be logical people. And there's going to be fucking dumbasses on both sides or on every side of anything. Whether if you're talking about a fucking video game, whether you're talking about a fucking football team, whether you're talking about politics, where you're talking about anything, there's always going to be dumbasses and there's always going to be logical thinkers. Now, for him to sit here and have said the comments that he said about them, a man that lost his life, just because they don't, their beliefs do not align with your beliefs, it shows that you just refuse to think logically. It shows that you refuse to actually think like a man, be a little bitch boy, and say, yeah, fuck this guy, this and that, blah blah blah, because you're mad that more people are probably gonna vote for Trump and Trump is gonna win. What type of fucking pussy ass shit is that? You must not have no fucking dick and balls. You must be having your fucking labias flapping in the fucking wind, all smelling fishy and shit. Cause like I don't understand. You going ahead and just saying what you gotta say, or what you just said, is hella uncalled for. It just shows that you're a retard. It shows that you chose to be one of the dumbasses in your side instead of one of the logical thinkers, one of the smart ones in your side. Now, when a lot of people, when they group, oh, the liberals, the right, extreme right is this and the conservatives, this and that, blah blah, they want to all group them all like if they're one little thing. No, there's lots of people that, yes, there's lots of conservatives, but just because I'm a conservative, just because somebody across the street is conservative, just because that's how people are conservatives, does not mean we all have one mindset like we're a fucking hive mind or some shit. No. There's people who have morals and there's people who don't. There's people who are logical thinkers, who are smart and are fucking mature enough and have actual empathy when it comes to shit like this. And there's people who don't. Destiny being one of the dumbasses who doesn't. Because when it comes to somebody losing their life, you don't make fun of them. It's something you do not make fun of. It's something hella tragic. Hella tragic. You do not ever make fun of somebody losing their life. And you being a man, you being, actually, I don't know how old this man is. Let me see, how old is this man? Him being 35 years old, still comes up with the stupid ass fucking takes that he comes up with. 35 years old, still refusing to think logically, just deciding to go ahead and just be a dumbass. I'm being for real. He's just a dumbass at this point. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just a loss for words. It's crazy how a full-grown adult cannot think logically. It's fucking sad. It really is. He wants to complain. He wants to be saying, "Oh yeah, this and that, blah blah." Yeah. I'm just gonna stop talking. You guys hear what the fuck they gotta say. I'm gonna play the video. You guys, after the video's done, I'm gonna say a few extra things. Well, I'm gonna be cutting the video. I'm gonna be pausing the video, saying what I gotta say between their takes and shit like that. But after that, I'm gonna say what I gotta say also.
Find it in you to chastise people who do that. Aren't you just as despicable as the people you've just spent the last 2 minutes haranguing?
No, because they've led the way. This is the environment that they've created.
So you think behaving like the people you think are despicable is the correct course of action?
Not about behaving like the people who are despicable would be leading that type of rhetoric. It would be denying every single bad thing. How many times as a liberal? How many times as a liberal have you been on a show? Not you in general, but like a liberal been on a show and you've been forced.
She's low key right. Cause here's the thing: it's all a cycle of hate. I ain't trying to sound like a fuck. I ain't trying to sound like fucking Pain from Naruto. But it's like a cycle of hate. One side does this and says that, and does things that make the other side want to resent them and hate them more. And there's always gonna be them going back and forth, instead of people actually fucking thinking logically. I don't understand, but he wants to continue that cycle. Apparently, he doesn't want to think. He doesn't want to be a man. He lets his pussy fly in the wind.
To disavow all the BLM riots, disavow all the violence, and blah blah blah. And then you talk to conservatives about January 6th.
Violence. That's good.
Flag.
Yeah.
January 6th. Oh, like conservatives disavow January 6th?
Wait. First off, there's an entire cultural machine that has lied. There's an entire cultural.
In real time. That's it.
What?
That's why conservatives deserve absolutely zero sympathy.
This man, he loves to talk about, the January 6th, when a few years ago when all the conservatives and the Trump supporters they stormed the White House, this and that. The majority, if not like about 90, 95, 99% of that was not fucking violent. Yes, they went inside the White House, but how many people got killed? How many people got hurt? Not much, if not almost at all. Probably a few handful that I could probably count on my fucking hands. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But only probably a handful of people got hurt. It wasn't like they went in charging with the intent to fucking kill all the fucking staff that were in the White House and fucking fight against the authorities and shit like that. No. God damn it. You got an old ass 60, 70, 80-year-old grandma waving the fucking flag. She don't know what the fuck going on. She just there. Oh, guys, let's go here. You say that was a violent fucking protest? Yeah, they may have stormed the White House, but it wasn't anything like any intent to actually harm people. It's not like most of those people, the majority of those people, like 80, 90, 95% of them people went in with the intent to fucking hurt people, murder people. Because if that was the case, you're going to see clips of police officers, security men, just sitting there, just instead of shooting them and actually trying to stop the protesters, just sitting there, just quiet, watching everybody walk by. Because what are they going to do? What are they going to do? We don't live in fucking USSR when Joseph Stalin was alive. We're not going to start mowing down people just because, they're making a protest. Like, yes, I understand they stormed the White House, but were they killing people? Were they harming people? Were they throwing like Molotov cocktails? Were they shooting inside the fucking White House? No.
For anything that happens as a result of their rhetoric. That's it. It's so easy. Like, it's so simple.
Okay, but I'm not exactly sure what he's talking about, but I would say this is the type of person that the internet has broke their brain, thus leaving them with very little empathy for their co-human. I mean, a good, decent father is now dead because of this. He's
the literal definition of fucking brain rot.
Had his brains blown out because he was defending his wife and daughter. I would hope that you have a little empathy for that.
Let me jump in there because we have a clip of what Destiny has said about that very thing. Let's listen to this.
Look right here.
Fuck it. Fuck the dude, the firefighter guy. Fuck Trump. Fuck the people that support him. I just want you to know, okay? Just in case you're confused or it seems like I'm, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, getting blown away, whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter. I am 100%.
I mean,
so just because somebody who is a fan of yours, somebody who watches your content, somebody who fucks with you, just because they don't have the same beliefs as you, and they also pass away in a tragic incident like this, you're gonna fucking make fun of them? You're such a fucking moron, Destiny. You're such a fucking retard. Where's your fucking logic when it comes into this? When it comes to this, where the fuck is the logic at? There's no logic. Nigga deadass grabbed his brain and threw it out the fucking window. You believe it's 100% right to make fun of anybody who passed away in such a situation? It really isn't. You're gonna sit here and you're gonna fucking defend yourself. Here's the dumb shit he fucking says to defend himself. You about to fucking hear it.
I gotta say, I just found that repulsive, Destiny.
I wish that there is no room. There is no room for the hand wringing, and I will not participate in this anymore.
It's not hand wringing.
The hand wringing. No, it absolutely is.
No, it's just that you are positioning yourself.
So well.
No, but Destiny, let me explain to you.
Conservatives can say anything.
No, I'm not a conservative.
They can have any conspiracy theories.
I'm not a conservative.
They can have any plot. They can do anything, and then liberals are supposed to sit here and be like, "Oh my God, it's so tragic."
No, Destiny.
Absolutely not.
Let me explain.
Absolutely.
Let me explain my position because I'm not a conservative. I'm not.
First of all, he's over here on some, oh, we live in a world where conservatives can just do anything, can say anything, and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Depending if it steps certain boundaries, there's going to be consequences. Same thing if liberals were to do the same exact fucking thing. You know? Everybody's held to the same fucking standards. That's the fucking problem. That's what this man is not fucking understanding, first of all. Second of all, this man is basically saying, oh yeah, so because these conservatives can do this and these conservatives can do that and are allowed to do this and can say this, blah blah. I'm allowed to say whatever I want to say. Like, are you fucking stupid? You having millions of fucking viewers, you cannot fucking be a leader. You cannot decide, oh yeah, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. Maybe we shouldn't be doing all this cycle of hate, blah, 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 this and that. Maybe we shouldn't be continuing this cycle of hate. Maybe we shouldn't be doing this and that, blah, blah, blah. No. He just wants to. Oh, yeah, the other side, they get to do this, and a lot of people do that, and that side. So I might as well just do this. I might as well say this. That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever fucking heard, ever. That's the literal definition of being a fucking follower. Bitch boys nowadays, bro, I swear. And then he wants to be like, oh yeah, when this watch, I can't even fucking bring it up right now. He's gonna say it soon, but it's like I said, when he says it, I'm gonna point it out when he says what I was talking about. He's about to say, but when he says it, just remember this: there's logical and smart people, and then there's retards and dumbasses on both sides. Now, he decides to be a dumbass on his side. And then he's making his side look worse for everybody else. Because a lot of people are going to look at him. So he's a lot of people watch his channels. They watch his streams. They watch his YouTube, everything. And they're going to see what he says. And they're going to start believing that, oh, liberals are like this. Liberals are like that. Then shit. Then fuck them liberals. Fuck the left side. This and that, blah, blah, blah. You understand what I'm trying to fucking say? With the platform you have, and with the people that watch you, this is what the fuck you're saying? You just want people to hate each other. You saying this is gonna cause more and more problems between both sides and bring us closer to having an actual civil war. But no. This dumbass doesn't fucking use the fucking brain to fucking think. He really doesn't. He really fucking doesn't. But anyways, let me continue this shit.
On either side in your race, right? Here's what I think about what you did. You like to fire off, as you've done so far in this debate, about your fury at how disgusting Republicans are, how inhumane they are, how they never have any empathy, blah, 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 blah. And then you yourself actually are exactly the person that you're describing. You are inhuman. You are somebody who seems almost gleeful that a young firefighter with a family, with a wife and children, who he was protecting as he was shot dead, that he deserved what was coming to him because he went to a President Trump rally, a man who was President of the United States until recently for 4 years and maybe again. You sound almost gleeful, Destin, and I'm sorry, that makes you, frankly, despicable.
I don't think I'm gleeful about anything. I don't think anybody should die. I don't think anybody deserves to die.
If you guys saw the fucking clip of him making fun of that guy, and him saying, well, it's good that he died. I don't care about him, blah, 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 this and that. You sound basically gleeful that somebody who does not have the same beliefs as you fucking passed away. But no, he doesn't fucking see that. You know, the brain rot of him being on the internet for too goddamn long. I guess all them niggas that be fucking his wife and shit like that cause him so much fucking stress that he's forgetting a whole bunch of shit, or he's just starting to act stupid now.
Die. But you want to talk about gleeful? Look at the conservative response to Pelosi's husband when they broke in.
I can
there
answer
are
that.
mainstream media
I can
figures
answer that.
I don't care.
I can answer that.
With all
I
due
think-
respect, I don't care what your
Let me
answer
answer
is.
that.
The reality is that conservatives have been turning the temperature up on the rhetoric. They have been making fun of these types of events for years, and now when something happens to them, now they're looking for sympathy from the liberal side. Absolutely not.
But that's wrong. The conservatives that made fun of that, this is what I was saying. This is fucking excuse right here. This is what I was saying. There's good people and there's dumbasses on each side. The conservatives that were making fun of that was over here like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, this and that, that's good, that shit happened to her husband, this and that. Those people are in the wrong. And since they are in the wrong, you doing the same thing on your side when somebody gets shot in the fucking head and dies, yeah, it means you're in the wrong. How the fuck can you not see that? You're 35 fucking years old. You think like a fucking bitch. I don't understand. Like, it makes zero fucking sense. Zero fucking sense. And this is the fucking problem that we have in this world. Because people don't want to think rationally. People don't want to think logically. They think of their fucking emotions and they act on it. That's the fucking problem with this world. That's what this bitch boy is doing right now.
God, it's insane. It's unhinged.
Yeah,
You
but
can
here's the
conduct
problem.
yourself in such.
You're unhinged. You are fucking unhinged. Look how dumb he looks right now.
a manner and
here's
expect
the
people to
problem.
feel sorry when things happen.
Why should anybody on the right listen to a word of your hectoring and lecturing about how they should behave? And by the way, for the record, the mockery of Nancy Pelosi's husband when he was attacked by an intruder with a hammer was also despicable, right? I can see despicable behavior on all sides, and I'm happy to call it out when I see it. You, however, want to present yourself as this...
Exactly. There's wrongs on both sides. But just because there's wrong on the opposite side, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, we should do the same thing too, because they're doing something wrong. No. No. As being a fucking follower. You should be a fucking leader. But no, you want to be a dumbass and follow what everybody else is doing and follow what the other side is doing and this and that. Like a fucking retard.
Great kind of standard bearer of decency who sees outrageous behaviour on the right time and again and is incensed by this disgusting, inhumane behaviour. And yet time and again, since the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, you have displayed exactly the same kind of inhumane behaviour. Fuck him about a fireman who is killed because he attends a rally of a guy he wants to vote for.
My issue with the MAGA kids is not that they are not empathetic. My issue is that they support a president that led an insurrection against the United States. I'm not here to tone police over their empathy.
80 million people voted for Donald Trump last time around.
That's great. 80 million people voted for a guy that tried to insurrect the government, and it looks like they might try to do it again. I mean, like, I don't know what you want me to say. These are the facts on the ground. The idea that
so you don't like attacks on democracy. So presumably you would unreservedly condemn the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, because that's one of the most egregious attacks on American democracy in modern times. Presumably, you will take this opportunity, given you are so determined to protect the integrity of democracy, you would find it absolutely outrageous that someone has tried to assassinate a president, right?
If the other conservatives on this show want to say that it was absolutely outrageous that Donald Trump attempted to coup the government, then maybe I would. Yeah, no, I'm not going to get on my knees and beg for forgiveness or show sympathy to conservatives.
I'm not asking for that. I'm asking you to condemn what happened as an egregious attack on democracy. Can you do that?
No, I won't. No, I won't.
You can't do that. You see, so why the hell? Frankly, Destiny,
absolutely not.
Why the hell
Bitch boy activities, I'm telling you.
should we listen to a word you have to say
Wait,
about...
hold on. Why do you think conservatives haven't been listening to a word that liberals have said about anything for 8 years?
Right,
What do you
but
think
why
is going
should
to change?
they?
You think
But
that
here's my
liberals
point.
Oh yeah, he was about. Bro, why should they fucking listen to you? Something that you gotta say when this is how the fuck you act. Why should anybody, either liberal or conservative or any fucking party, whatever in any belief, need to listen to what the fuck you say when you're over here making fun of people who passed away? Regardless if they believe, if their beliefs align with yours or not, you should not be making fun of anybody who fucking passed away at all. It's not right. It's inhumane. It's unhinged.
come out now and they go, oh my.
You want to be on some, oh, why should people do this? Why should you guys listen to them? Huh? They haven't been listening to us. Yeah, you're the fucking example why people are not going to listen to you. But he doesn't even see it. Look at his eyes. Nigga look like he's fucking cocked-eyed. Can't even look straight. Dumb looking ass nigga.
my God, this was so horrible.
Here's my point.
Go, wow, that is true. Maybe that also like
Charlie, I'll bring you in at the end of this. I promise you, and you'll get a good chance to respond. But here's my problem, Destiny, with your whole position on this, right? Is that you don't actually have anything inside you that you want the other side to have. You don't have any of the empathy. You don't have any sympathy. You don't care that someone tried to assassinate Donald Trump. You don't care that a young fireman with a family was killed in the process.
You may not be asking for that, right? No, actually, you kind of was earlier, but you want them to want to listen to you guys, or at least to understand where you guys are coming from. But you don't want to do the same for the conservatives. You understand the conservatives do a lot of fucking shit, a lot of fucked up shit that a lot of people shouldn't be listening to or following, or even, you know what I mean? Just, yeah, they shouldn't be listening to or following in general. But the same thing with you guys. You guys do the same exact fucking shit. You do it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And this is why the cycle's never going to end. Because all the dumbasses say dumbass shit on both ends. And the dumbasses is what fucking shows the rest of the fucking world what that side is about, when in reality, it may not be all about the stupid shit that the dumbasses be doing. You understand what I'm trying to say? But you, I don't know, I'm just at a loss of words right now. Somebody who was like this, can I even fucking think logically? Can I think straight? Can I think like if they were born with dick and balls? They gotta think like a little bitch boy. Like I said, thousands of times, bitch boy activities right here.
You don't actually. You are not the person you want these other people to be, and all you do is play whataboutery with every question I give you. And I'm just startled.
It's not whataboutery. We're talking about Donald Trump. We're talking about the temperature of this country. But here's a question for the two panelists: what percentage of this event happening was due to Donald Trump's rhetoric? What do they think the answer to that question is?
What percentage could it be that the other side, as we've just heard from Dave Rubin, has spent 8 years calling Donald Trump the new Adolf Hitler, a person who was responsible for the murder of 12 million people?
Yeah, and that is fucking wild. How are you gonna compare Donald Trump to that mustache guy, World War II Germany? How are you gonna compare him, Donald Trump, to him? Please explain to me how. It's like comparing Trump to Mao Zedong, comparing him to Pol Pot, comparing him to fucking Stalin. How can you fucking make that comparison and be like, yeah, it's valid, yeah, it's the same thing? Then no, it's not the fucking same thing. What? When Trump was president, he did things that benefited this country and benefited a lot of citizens in this country. You gonna compare him to fucking World War II Germany mustache guy? Are you fucking for real? I'm not saying maybe not you, but I'm not saying maybe he may have not made that comparison. But whoever did is also another fucking dumbass.
Including 6 million Jewish people in a Holocaust. Last time I checked, Donald Trump hasn't murdered 12 million people. So much as you would like him to be the new Hitler, he's not. But again, to an impressionable, young, deranged mind who has easy access.
Oh, so he does believe that also.
Access to guns. That can be easily interpreted as an existential threat, said President Biden. Somebody that needs to be put in the bullseye, said Biden.
Okay,
only last week. And guess what? Somebody then comes forward and tries to kill the existential threat.
Who was engaged in more divisive rhetoric over the 8 years? If you had to assign a rough percentage.
Again, you're playing whataboutery. Again, you're deflecting. Just as Joe Biden did last night. Just as Joe Biden did with Lester Holt on NBC last night. Every time he was asked, "Have you done any soul searching about your own rhetoric, your own ill-advised use of language?" he deflected it back to attacks on Trump. And you're doing exactly the same thing with Republicans.
And I will do the exact same thing.
You say Republicans are.
You will do the same exact fucking thing because you're a dumbass. You choose not to fucking think independently. You choose to fucking be the followers and be part of the dumbasses as part of your group. I don't understand. 35 years old. You acting like you were born with a pussy, bro. When are you gonna let your fucking balls hang and actually fucking think logically? Think independently for fucking once.
You want Biden to disavow a bullseye comment when Donald Trump was saying Second Amendment people could maybe do something about Hillary Clinton. Like, no, it's absolutely deranged. The double standard that's being asked here is insane. And you heard both of them say it earlier. How much did Donald Trump's rhetoric contribute to the current environment? Oh, not much at all. Like, no, yeah, I'm not going to say anything to these people. Of course not.
You see, Destiny,
seem oddly unversed in any of the current events that have happened over the last couple of years. First off, politics is downstream from culture, right? And what has happened to our culture in the last 8 years? What has happened to our culture is that the mainstream media has lied about everything, always to the...
Yup, that's another fucking problem. Mainstream media talking about the news and all that shit. When people turn on the TV and they're watching shit on the news. Yeah. Oh. This man looks like he's getting some dick up the ass and he's enjoying it. Anyways, they want to be pushing out lies constantly through the news, this and that, blah, blah, to portray a certain narrative when that narrative may not even be fucking true. They try to brainwash people. Because a lot of people, they view the news as truth when the majority of shit that say on the news are not truthful. This is why I grew up watching the news. Yeah, I grew up watching, when I was a little kid, I grew up watching cartoons, this and that, Dragon Ball Z, all that. But at the same time, I grew up watching a lot of the fucking news. And I loved watching the news when I was younger. But me knowing now, or for the past few years, that a lot of shit that they push out in mainstream media is bullshit, is lies, is false. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to be watching that shit.
To the detriment of right-leaning people, whether it is the Russia hoax or COVID or Brett Kavanaugh's a serial rapist or the Covington kids are racist or Jesse Smollett was hoaxed, was lynched, or whether it was very fine people on both sides. Every single lie always goes against right-leaning people. So they are slightly annoyed and distrustful of people like you and other people in mainstream media who lie about literally everything. So perhaps
literally everything, like biolabs and Nazis in Ukraine, or like mRNA vaccines that are causing 20% excess deaths. There it is. Yeah, or the fact that COVID lockdowns were going to go on forever, and it was just an authoritarian abuse of power. Or yeah, of course. Like, come on, dude. Conservatives are masters of misinformation, and it's happening right here.
All right, let me bring in Charlie. He's been waiting very patiently. Charlie, thank you for being so patient. Things have obviously got quite heated quite quickly. Let me give you your chance now to have your say after what you've been hearing from Destiny.
Yeah, well, first of all, Destiny represents to me a certain subsect of the left, I won't call it everybody, who likes to bully others into saying exactly what they want to hear. And if they don't say it, then you all of a sudden are the problem. And they handle it exactly like he's been handling it on the show. It's like a child throwing a temper tantrum. You can't get a word.
That's exactly how I was viewing it. Like a fucking little bitch boy.
And edgewise, they just kick and scream and yell until you ultimately say, I've had enough, just say what you want to say and back down. And that's exactly what we see a lot of times from people on the left. And it infuriates me, because just like we saw on Saturday with the near assassination of Donald Trump, which that is exactly what it was. It was an assassination attempt, yet we have, Dave, like you mentioned, all of the mainstream media putting out egregious headlines such as from CNN, Trump removed from stage by Secret Service after loud noises startles former president and crowd, which completely mistells what actually happened.
Accurate. Here it is. This is the conservative. This is the game right now.
It is not accurate.
It's the lies right now. You know, Fox News.
Listen. First of all, we are allowed in this country to ask questions. There was a former president and crowd, which completely mistells what actually happened.
Accurate. Here it is. This is the conservative. This is
yet we have, Dave, like you mentioned, all of the mainstream media putting out egregious headlines such as from CNN, Trump removed from stage by Secret Service after loud noises startles former president and crowd, which completely mistells what actually happened.
Accurate.
Loud sound startles the former president and the crowd. Those are fucking gunshots. Somebody died because of that.
Here it is. This is the conservative. This is the game right now.
It is not accurate.
It's the lies right now. You know, Fox News.
Listen. First of all, we are allowed in this country to ask questions. There was a lot of things that were very off on Saturday,
and other
from the way that the Secret Service handled.
So I love this country. God bless. I guess. Yeah.
You can see. There you go. He immediately resorts to
here we go.
Yes. Here we go. That is exactly the childish demeanor that I'm speaking about. On Saturday,
don't talk over each other. Let me just ask you this, Destiny. You were asked on that clip we played earlier if you'd have the same attitude if it was your parents who'd been killed at a Trump rally. And you replied, it's less end-of-life costs for me. Would I lose sleep over it? No. Do you understand how grotesque that sounds?
it sounds grotesque, but the environment that we're in right now is grotesque.
But why do you want to sound grotesque? I don't understand.
You cannot engage in behavior that leads us to this point, that brings us to the precipice, and then say, wait a second, are you taking this a little bit too far?
So just to be clear, hang on, Dave.
We are exactly here
just to be clear,
because of what conservatives have said.
Just to be clear, Destiny, if it was close members of your family or close friends who had gone to that Donald Trump rally and who'd lost their lives, one did, and two are critically wounded, if they had died there, you would lose no sleep over that. Is that your position?
No, of course I would be sad. It would be tragic, of course. And the closer they are to you, the more sad it would be. The same way that if you had a child that, tried to rob a store and the child got killed by the police, that would also be tragic and sad.
So you wouldn't think fuck them because they're your family then? You'd have a different rule for your own loved ones?
Would I feel more upset if a person very close to me died rather than a person farther away died? Yeah, I think the answer there is yes.
Yeah, but you weren't just just to be clear, you weren't just not upset by the death of that firefighter who had given great service as a firefighter to his country. You were gleeful and you said, fuck him. Fuck him.
I'm not.
Would you say fuck them if it was your family and friends?
You sounded like you were happy about it. The way you were talking in that video, you were like, "Fuck him." If you were a conservative and you were one of my fans and you passed away in that rally, the next day I'll be making fun of you. What do you mean you weren't gleeful?
Supporter.
I would say that if they go to a rally like this and they support an insurrectionist president and something happens to them, I would feel sad on a personal level because they're my parents. But again, I learned from them more than anyone else. I grew up in Nebraska. You learn that if you mess around and if you do dumb stuff, that there are going to be consequences.
And would you be happy to say, fuck them? About your own parents.
His rhetoric is far more dangerous than I've ever heard anything that Donald Trump said. What he's saying right there. Yeah. He is saying you should have no empathy or sympathy for your fellow human.
Yup. That's exactly what he's saying. Because somebody who just has a different belief of you, whether they're good or wrong, whether they're good or if they do bad shit in life, he's just saying, they have different beliefs than I do when it comes to politics and shit like that. Fuck it, they need to die. Fuck them. I don't care about them. I'll be making fun of them too. Like, what type of inhumane ass shit is that? Like, what this guy's saying is true. That is so despicable. How can you fucking have that fucking train of thought? It was a firefighter that fucking passed away. It wasn't like it was a fucking a gang member. It wasn't a drug dealer. It wasn't a hooker. It wasn't a thug out there. It wasn't a murderer. It was a firefighter. He had a wife, and he had kids. And he ended up passing away. The only thing that really made you want to make fun of him is that he had different beliefs than you did. If he was a liberal though, and he got killed, damn man, that's very sad, isn't that, blah blah blah. But just the only difference is you switched the liberal to a conservative. He's still a firefighter, he still has a wife and kids, blah blah blah. He got killed in a Trump rally. Screw him, fuck him. We don't need him, blah blah blah. It was good that he died because we have less people that they can vote for Trump. This never like. Oh my God, this fucking train of thought, bro. This train of fucking thought, bro. I swear. It must be all the stress from him being a cuck and him letting all these other niggas fuck his wife and get into him.
We can all disagree. We can disagree about politics, of course. We can even disagree about how the media frames things and everything else. But he's basically saying, show up.
You cannot disagree about politics. What do you mean? What do you mean?
To a rally and get killed, and that is absolutely psychotic. I'm sorry. And the other part of this that's strange when people are calling for unity right now is if this had happened to Joe Biden, if Joe Biden had been shot at and had part of his ear blown off, the very people calling for unity right now would be calling for the rest of us to be put in jail. So there's a strange asymmetry there as well.
And I would ask this.
The strange asymmetry was Biden trying to make a phone call to the wife of the killed firefighter and her rejecting the call and Donald Trump not even reaching out. Okay, that's the asymmetry. When you talk about it's just politics, this is the cancerous brain rot that conservatives have fooled everybody into thinking. It's not just politics to think that vaccines will kill you. Okay, I've got 3 dead families.
All right, Donald Trump actually honored the guy that he publicly honored that guy that passed away. And one of his fucking one of his speeches afterwards. I didn't see it, but I know he did. After the shooting, after the attempted assassination, he actually honored the fucking firefighter. And this man wants to make it seem like, that guy, that Donald Trump has never tried to reach out for people who've been in similar situations, this and that, blah blah blah. There's this 12-year-old girl that was murdered by 2 immigrants. He reached out to their parents and to her parents and everything. This man wants to make it seem like Donald Trump is just a horrible ass person. He's not gonna do anything. All he cares about is himself. This and that. No, Donald Trump will do better for this country than this senile old man. You guys want to vote for this man who can't even count 4 fingers in one fucking hand? What that nigga needs to be counting is how much fucking checker little fucking marks he has in his bingo book, nigga. In a nursing home. That's what the fuck he needs to be doing. Not running a fucking country. What type of bullshit is this?
Family members from COVID. My mom won't get a vaccine. Okay, after both of them were in the military, these guys went up and down.
I'm not vaccinated. Thank God.
Don't worry.
No, I'm not vaccinated neither.
We can all tell. We can all tell. My parents went up and down a line when they did basic training for the Air Force. They got 20, 30 vaccines each. My dad has a vaccine injury in his shoulder, and the idea of not getting vaccinated was unconscionable to them until the conservatives spread these messages that are just politics.
Let me ask you this, Destiny. Let me ask you this,
Destiny. The science has shown that the vaccine actually was one of the worst things you could have done.
Now they're getting into other stuff. I'm not gonna get too deep into it. I already got hella deep already. But yeah, just basically, I just gotta say one thing, to be honest. Destiny, you're a fucking moron, bro. You're fucking stupid. You're a follower. You're not a man. You let your wife get pounded. You're just fucking sad. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead, press the like button, subscribe for more videos, press the notification bell so you guys can know whenever I release a new video. Go in the comment section, go to war. I don't care. Roast this man, please. Just war. If you guys are gonna be in the comment section, at this man in my comment section. I want this man to see this video. I want him to try to come for me, cause this fucking ugly ass cuck, bro. Destiny the cuck or cuckity, whatever the fuck you want to call him now. Like fuck, man. I don't understand. I really don't. You're making fun of people who passed away just because they have different beliefs than you. That's so fucking retarded. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.